Here it is, the critical Shusterman. And I, Crispin Sartwell, am the editor. Now, I do think Richard Shusterman, who I've known at a distance and have read for decades now, since we were both sort of younger mentees of Richard Rorty, who mentioned Shusterman to me several times sort of as a model of what I should be doing. I think he was referring to Shusterman's early work in pragmatism and pragmatist aesthetics. But yeah, like I say, I think Shusterman is one of the most important living philosophers. At this point, quite a senior figure. He's very active and still producing scholarship, but the time is right, I think, to produce and assess the oeuvre as a whole, including his invention of the discipline of somesthetics, aesthetics of the body and bodily experience. I think that's a fundamental contribution, but there's a number of fundamental contributions here, including his work reviving and articulating pragmatist aesthetics, and a bunch of other stuff, an original theory of art in here. Now, I mean, Shusterman does a bunch of different things, including he is an artist known as the Man in Gold, and he has written different sorts of things. This book focuses to cut down, it's substantial, but to cut down to something we can deal with at all, focuses on sort of his mainline philosophical work, the most argumentative, the most analytic, the most traditionally philosophical. And I think that's one of the legacies of Richard Shusterman. But there are others as well. And maybe some books will be appearing about that. But anyway, I'm proud to be connected to, like I say, one of the most important living figures in philosophy, I think, really. And one of the most admirable because there's a rejection and a qualification of postmodernism in Richard's work, which might have led to some neglect of it early on because he wasn't in the mood of the 80s and 90s, but he was grappling with it and taking it seriously and probing its difficulties. I think Rorty himself thought that Richard's critique of Rorty was compelling. So how about that? But at any rate, the critical Shusterman, I think, is a great source if you want to acquaint yourself with this very important intellectual figure. I hope we get some reviews and stuff here and there. All right, that's my very short video. Is it short enough?